Hello. Yes. Hello. do I have things set up properly? No, I don't. Yeah, give me a moment. I just, is fine. Don't worry about it. Hello, Sears. Hello, Ian. Hello, Michael. Goodbye, Michael. Oh my God. Who am I drawing today? Who's next on the list? Are we doing Oz? Are we doing Dom? We have to save Memphis for last, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Or am I gonna do a swerve and draw, like, I don't know, an Idolmaster character? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't know any of those characters. I didn't watch Idolmaster. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. But you know what did get announced today, guys? We got a Vanguard announcement today. My boy is getting support. And I'm gonna talk about it. Look at him, he looks so good. My boy, Greedon. He finally got his second grade 3. It's been like a year and a half. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Look, he's got his we got his skill all lined up. His new form is called like Avaricious Demonic Dragon King Greedon Masks, because these names just keep getting longer. They just keep getting longer. It's great. It's absolutely great. Anyway, he has the normal like grade 3 things. He has 13k base power, no shield value, twin drive, and persona ride. He's got the continuous skill that you can only ride this card onto a grade 3 Greedon. So obviously this will not go into your ride deck. You'll have to run an OG Greedon in your ride deck, and that's fine. But he has continuous on Vanguard Circle. The amount of cards in your damage zone to lose becomes 7. So he has the traditional Greedon skill, because he is, of course, his theming is the 7 deadly sins. So he dies when your damage hits 7 instead of 6, like every other deck in the game. He has Act, Vanguard Circle, once per turn. Cost, remove one other unit with Greedon in its name from your hand, soul, or drop. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal and add up to 1 card with Desire Devil in its name to your hand and shuffle your deck. So this is kind of nice, because the main like issue that Greedon has always had was like, you can never really build a field. You never had a real plussing engine in Greedon, which is like a problem when you need like 4 rear guards on field, right? And his new main skill is at the end of this at the end of the battle that this unit attacked. I don't know why it's worded this way in this translation, but that's the way it's going to be written probably. Cost, put 3 of your standing rear guards into soul, stand this unit, and he gains 5k power. So this skill is both worse and better than his previous version, right? Because the original Greedon, you had to put 4 standing rear guards, which meant that you really only got 2 Vanguard swings and 1 rear guard swing unboosted, which was like an issue. So now you can leave a whole column. You know, you still really only get your 1 rear guard swing and your 2 Vanguard swings, but you still don't lose. You still retain twin drive, which is like a big deal. But instead of getting 10k power, you only gain 5k. So this is still better, because you get the +1 once per turn. It's no longer a awkward condition to get the 7 damage thing. It is what it is. Of course, they also announced a little bit of extra support for Greedon. We have this lovely lad. Look at him. Look at this boy. We love him. Look at him. He's amazing. His name is Desire Devil Sasio? I don't know how this is pronounced. Who cares? The point is that continuous in deck, if you have a Vanguard with Greedon in its name, this card is treated as the same name as all cards in your soul with Desire Devil in its name. I don't... I really don't know how Bushiroad wants us to use this skill. I think you can grab this card off the grade 2 in your ride deck, which is like, it's something, I guess. The main thing is that it's a 15k attacker by itself and a 10k shield, which is something that Greedon really needed. Will this save the deck? No. Greedon is forever banished to the table 500. So that's still sad. But you know, I love him. Look at this lad. The downside is because you don't Soul Blast for Greedon's effect, we can't run the OG bird, which was always like his best rear guard. So I'm glad we got this as a replacement. Though you know what, I actually didn't care about the Greedon news. Because, you know, it's standard format. I don't really care. The big news was that Messiah got a retrain, or rather an errata. This card used to be vanilla. Now his effect text looks like this. Like, this used to be a vanilla card. Oh, he didn't have a skill before. But, you know, now he has this monstrosity of effect text. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card now. This is just a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Anyway, this is a G unit, so it has the normal G units. Oh wait, no, it's not a normal G unit. This has plus 16 power. That's gonna be annoying to keep track of. Anyway, he does have the continuous that you can only have one copy of Harmonix Messiah in your G deck, which you're never actually striding this, so that doesn't matter. Though it has the normal stride condition, which I'm sure we all know by heart. But he also has auto. When this unit enters the Vanguard circle, choose any number of your locked cards, unlock them, and discard the same amount of cards from your hand as the amount of cards unlocked. So, because Harmonix Messiah is a Cray Elemental, you can run it in any deck regardless of clan restriction or nation restriction. This is basically an out to Link Joker that any deck can run as a one of. It's like fine. I don't think you'll ever actually use this skill. Its other skill is when it enters the Vanguard circle, or at the start of your turn if this card is face up in the G zone, and you have 2 or less cards in your damage zone, and no new cards were placed onto your damage zone during your opponent's previous turn. Okay, that's like a lot of restrictions. Put the top card of your deck into your damage zone and draw 1 card. You will never get this skill off. Because Harmonix Messiah will be in the game come this August, no one is going to damage deny you going into your stride turn. Wasn't Link Joker your main? No, I just really like Link Joker. But Link Joker has been kicked in the dick for the past like 6 years of the game, so in terms of like actually viable support, we love to see it. So neither of these skills actually matter because they'll never actually come up. The main reason why everyone's going to run this card in their G zone is the third auto, which is auto G zone. When you ride a grade 1 onto your grade 0 Vanguard, and you went second to this game, you can reveal this card from your generation zone and add 1 Guardian Shield ticket to your hand. So the Guardian Shield ticket is it basically will go into your extra deck. It's basically if you're familiar with Hearthstone, and when you create a card rather than a card being in your deck, this is stored outside of your deck. But you get this Guardian ticket, which is a Blitz order, which means you can use it during your Guardian timing. And it is just a 20k shield, which is just really good. So this will help the player going second not die in the aggro-based meta that premium format is. This is nice. This is nice, because if you're running a V-Series starter for in premium, you still get like your... Oh, what were they called? You still get your Quick Shield ticket. So now if you go second, you get both a Guardian Shield ticket and a Quick Shield ticket. So this will be about 25k like shield value you'll get. So maybe you can survive a full power Victor turn if you went second, and you won't just die while you're on grade 2. You still will. You still will. But you know, this gives you hope that you won't, right? Right. Another great news that they announced today is that the old G-era heal triggers are coming back with the updated stat lines of V-Series. So you can now actually run the old G-era heal triggers. So if you don't remember what these cards did, or if you just didn't play in G-era format, these cards say when they are discarded from your hand as cost for G-guarding, you can bind them and another heal trigger in order to countercharge and soul charge. So these will just help you like refuel your resources during the mid to late game. These were always incredible, but the main reason people didn't run these cards anymore was because their shield value was 10 instead of the more standardized 15 that the game now has. That, and when they are trigger checked, they only gave 5k power instead of 10. They are all being eroded to where they will now have 15k shield and give 10,000 power. So these will actually be considerations in modern premium format, which is incredible, because I always loved these heal triggers. Granted, some decks will still be using the grade 3 heal guardians, or a mix, you know. The main thing that makes these triggers more, like, beyond the fact that they let you countercharge and soul charge, is they had good names to them. And by that, I mean they had archetype names. So I play Aquaforce on occasion, and the countercharge soul charge heal trigger for Aquaforce was Blue Wave, and Blue Wave is the Aquaforce archetype that I like to play. So these are this will be very nice. I'll have a searchable heal like trigger again, which would be nice for G-guarding. Are these ones deck restricted? No, so what it is that you can only run up to 4 heal triggers in your deck. So you could like split it between like 2 heal guardians and 2 of these heal triggers. It's just like certain heal triggers have different effects and stat lines, and so it kind of matters which ones you run, and you can run mixtures. It's kind of fun to deck build around. The main thing that I'm excited to see is that because the heal trigger for this set for Spike Brothers is Dudley named, that means we could see Hellheart 8 come back into the format, which is one of my favorite decks. So I would love to see that. I also like how we have a new viable Dark Irregular trigger, like heal trigger. So we can now run like grade 0 heals again if we want to go Blader Mouse Turbo. Because that was kind of like the problem with Blader Mouse recently, well, in the past couple years, was that you're now running 4 less triggers that Blader Mouse could interact with, which really sucked. I also love that Mega Colony's heal trigger in this set is a machining name, which means it's searchable and you can fetch it from Soul and stuff. Like, great, amazing. This will make premium format a lot more fun, I think, anyway. I'm sorry. Here, I'll get back to my actual the actual stream, because that was all of the Vanguard news, but it was like Vanguard news I cared about, which hasn't happened in a while. So we'll go over here. Do draw circle. It is what it is. What are we doing? How are we going? What are we doing here? Who are we gonna draw? Yeah, draw. Let's how are we going to let's see here. Oh, nope, that's not right. That's a little more in perspective. if we're going to use like this. Ah, hello, Crush Cat. We can. We'll have to move this eye a bit. Then, let's. I also think I might have to lower the eyes a little bit. Oh, and Ian, I'll go back to the curry gun once I finish like one of the other RPGs on the channel. Once I finish another one of them, I'll start doing that one again. We'll have to start over, but like that's fine. Maybe I'll actually like play with a guide so we don't get as lost. Cause boy, was it easy to get lost in that game. Oh, I should turn off the preview. Whoops. That uses up like, I don't know. I guess this computer can handle it, but like why take that risk? Only a couple hours of lost time. Yeah. It won't be the months that I'll lose when I sit down and actually play the full 13 trilogy, right? Right? Well, Q, hello. I usually hate drawing like this line on the other eye, but that's the model. I don't know, I feel like it makes like it look crowded. Cirrus, you weren't even, like... Cirrus, were you around when we played, like, the first half? I don't remember you being in chat back then. I guess I could be wrong, but I don't... Were you there for that? Okay. Then we're gonna watch it again, Cirrus. You get to be there again. You don't wanna remiss about all of the, like, best lines, you know? Everyone has a favorite line from 13, you know? That script is iconic, you know? Mine is definitely, moms are tough. That one's definitely my favorite. I also really like the oh god, dude, it's really only in the dub, but I love the performance from Hope when he just shouts at Lightning like, "You don't know yet!" Like, where she's having an existential crisis, and he's having an existential crisis, and he expects her to have an answer, and it's like, Jesus, Hope. Jesus, are you... Come on. Let's see. Whip. Where are we? Where are we going with this? What are we doing? Dice not 3 minutes later. It's amazing. The summon fights were bad. I hate the Eidolon fights in that game. They are some of the most intrusive, like, things ever made. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, you were just lurking? I see. I understand. Quit. He should not have as big of eyes. We will squish this down. There we go. Oh, and Oz has that really funny thing where he just has, like, just that. I always thought that was funny. No, it would be dumb if it went all the way back, but we still need to make it feel like glasses, so... That's fine. Hmm. Hmm. Well, obviously the glasses just get stuck on the snoot, right? They just get fixated right there, and there you go. Hmm. Well, I shall do it like that. Hmm. Yeah. Did I eat? We'll put a pin in that. Josh eats every day he serves. Yeah. We'll get there one day. There we go. Morally gray old boy. Terrible. Have I crumpled recently? Not really. Have I dabbed? Every day. Dab, 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 dab. I feel like I'm not making him look old enough. Daddy him up. I mean, here when I do a summer variant where he's lounging in like a tank top and swim trunks on the beach. Maybe. Right now? Nah. Look, older men, they're just better. They hit different, as it were. Chase, hello. Man, you can tell I just don't draw Osmond. There's such a lack of confidence with the using this model. Well, of course people like Oswin. He's the older man. He's the experienced one in the cast. Come on. But he's also just as cringy as you. You know, because he's a man-child. Because the only, actual adult in the game is Benson. And Sal? I don't know, can we say that unironically? The man does just sit in the freezer eating ice cream. Like when he gets stressed. Osmond just lays there. Nah, he's going to he's doing work while you fuck him. This man multitasks. He can sit there writing notes. doing the thing. Oh, of course adults can get stressed, but that also means that you're weak. And thus, how am I supposed to, oh no, I trust you less? Let's go with that. It's like, can't trust you if you're gonna get stressed that easily. Come on. Someone has to be the abled, not stressed adult in the room. And if that's Benson, well then I'm gonna go with Benson. No, Benson isn't stressed that much. I mean, he gets stressed, but, he still does his job quite well under pressure. And I'm like, this is a man to follow. This man almost got sold as collateral and he's still taking charge. I wish I liked Benson. What? You don't like Benson? What are we doing? I get flashback when he's mentioned. What kind of flashbacks? Benson's never done anything wrong. Oh. I just realized, because of the way I've drawn him, I don't actually have to define how bulky he is or not. Can leave it up to imagination. Give Tum Tum during the summer variants. Which will not happen. Look, you have the one summer drawing I did of Dave. Isn't that enough? Do you think he wears the lab coat to bed? Do you think he sleeps in this? Baladu, hello! I was gonna draw him with like one hand raised to his chin, and then I remembered that's just one of his portraits. Whoops. That's fine. Maybe I'll do it anyway. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. See ya, Dragos. I don't know, the way I've drawn him, you can kind of like imagine the bulk. Ozzy is cute. He is though. that's his default state. You know? Hmm. Hmm. It's like, how big do I make his beard? It should be pretty large, right? It should flare out. I don't know, maybe. How do we want this? Is that too low? Hmm. Let's see here. Esto. I guess you shouldn't have, like, it shouldn't go out too much up there. How are we gonna? Oh, it kind of like swings up. Kind of. Like that. Looking at the portrait, like, huh, weird. Like a little moon. Little crescent moon. There we go. There we go. Esto. And just wears them to look smart. What is he, Conan? Like, maybe that's too boomer of a reference. I don't know. I think my favorite thing is, like, in episode 1 of Detective Conan, you see him pop out the lenses from the glasses so that, like, you know, because, like, the lenses were prescription based, so, like, he couldn't, like, it actually, like, hurt, like, it made his head hurt to, like, wear them. So he pops them out, and, like, later that episode, he does, like, the anime, like, eyeglass push-up thing, and, like, it does the reflection, and I'm like, wait, but he popped out the lenses. I think later on they give him, like, lenses that are screens, so, like, yeah, that's fine. But some of those earlier shits, like, I'm like, excuse me, you gotta... I understand it's there for flair. I understand, you know, we're good. We're on the same page there. But, like, you could have just not had him pop out the lenses and just avoided that whole issue. Was the gag scene of him putting them on and going like, oh, fuck, like, that good? No. That they felt like they couldn't have removed that scene. That show's still pretty good, I think. It's just a lie created by society. You know, I don't wear glasses, right? Because I'm told that I've been told I have amazing vision. So... With putting contacts in their eyes? Yeah, no, I can't do contacts. That's a little much for me. I'm like, nah. But glasses are aesthetic, though, right? They're so... You know, they're cool. They're cool. Yeah. How do we use this model? Do I want to try and... How fucked what is... Can I even draw a hand? No. I don't even know how to draw a hand. Shit's like impossible. There we go. Never needed glasses. I liked when my eye doctor told me, like, you can get glasses if you want them. It would be a waste of money. But... Because it wouldn't actually, like, it would... He said, like, it would improve my eyesight, but not enough to where it would ever matter. How... Okay, so we'll... The hand's just gonna be gigantic for a bit as I figure out how to draw a hand for a second. Okay, okay. Just so we're all clear, that's what's happening. Yeah, that seems about right. I wouldn't say I'm switching the pose, just like adjusting a part of the model. There we go. Was kind of doing weird things for a second. Program. I mean, this way Oswin's like as as thick as you want him to be. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That is the crayon. Not draw. What? Q. No. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll try to fix that later. That's what the second pass is for. Yeah. Whoops. Mega Puppy. Hello. Do I keep that? I guess I can. Eto. We're cheating a bit. I hope that's okay. That looks fine, right? Right. How's everyone's night going? I'm doing pretty okay. I was given a couple slices of pizza earlier today. That was neat. It's like cool, free food. I mean, I'll probably have to, because of how long I've been awake, I do probably need to eat again. Which, that's fine. I have food I can make, I think. I mean, I better. It's too late to go to the store now. I wish Walmart was 24 hours again. That was nice. Oh, is that the audio player messing up? Yeah, this should probably get a better program. I'm just using like the default Windows 10 player. Whatever, I don't know. I don't have any other program for that. Pray music, I don't know. I'll know what I'm doing. Listen to Selkie, go eat. No. No, never. Eating is for squares. What is he here? Let's see here. I mean, I'll thicken up the glasses in a bit, just trying to figure out how I can have these lines. Hit. Hit. Does missing out on it ever affect your energy? Probably. Do I notice? Yeah, I mean, that is correct, Ian. I like really wouldn't notice a difference. I don't know why I minimized the Osmond portrait I was looking at, because now I can't check how his glasses are supposed to be. But, you know, we make choices in life. Okay. I feel like it's only some days that I'm like walking around and I go, oh, I don't have energy. And usually when that happens, I just go over to the counter and take some vitamins, and I call it there. Like, yeah, they'll kick in. Get something high in caffeine, take some vitamins. There we go. That's all you need. That's super not healthy. I mean, I'll eat later. Like, it's fine. Is Oswin in... Wait, in fact, baby girl? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What? Is fine. I'll just ignore that. Where's my thingy thing? Where's my thing go? There we go. That's where my thing went. zoom in on Oswin's face. My friend uses it. I don't know. I started hearing people in my personal life say for real, and I'm like, this isn't real, right? Like, this isn't like a real phrase. This isn't actually something that people say. Like, is this... I don't know. Get with the memes, Josh. I'm not on meme websites enough anymore to like know what's hip. I mean, sometimes I go on VT, but like those aren't memes anyone else is using. You know, numbers thread. Oh wait, what am I doing? Whoa, where are we going? Man, we're like not making progress on this face, are we? How was it like in the olden days? You know, being able to say that I watched the slow degradation of the gay thread on 4chan was a sight to behold. Like watching the thread start with gay, like homo thread, and like you use the same image every time, right? You know, it's that one screenshot from Samurai Champloo, right? And they still use that image as the OP, but watching it go from like homo thread to just homo to then like over the years just people saying, you know what time it is, and it's just like that image, like over like 5 years. I'm like, oh, you know, this makes me feel a little old, especially when like like I remember like pulling that up because I was just browsing on my phone once, right? And like I saw like the it was to the point to where there was no OP. It was just the image. There was no text for the post. It was just the image, and you know what's up, right? And I like turned my phone to like the guy I was with, and I was like, see, they're still doing it. And they were like, I've literally never seen this before. And I'm like, oh, you don't? It's the gay thread. They're gonna post like their favorite gay ships and like safe for work art because, you know, A is a safe for work board, or at least we try to pretend. You know. There was the olden days of when I used to browse the Yu-Gi-Oh! General on A, and every week, you know, you go and you make your meme, you know, the new dank Arc 5 memes, right? Because this was when Arc 5 was airing, and you know, those were the days. You would see people just posting Hitotsuni and like a whole bunch of other shit that makes like no sense unless you were watching Arc 5 at the time and were browsing those threads. Those were pretty good. Sometimes like I'll see like a YouTuber make a joke, like a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber make a joke from those threads, and I go, ah, he was there. Love you, Rada. I wish he still made content. He got popular and hated being popular, so he stopped making videos. And anytime any of his tweets go viral, he stops using Twitter for like a couple months. Just to try to like curb himself getting too popular. He's great. He hates his fan base, but you know... That's fine. I remember when one of his tweets got so viral that like actual news outlets were reporting on it, and he just like doesn't talk about it. He's just he doesn't mention that movie anymore. He doesn't mention like he's just like, no, I don't want to acknowledge that I made that tweet. Because he was the one who made the It's Morbing Time tweet. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. I remember when that tweet was first going around, and I was like, oh god, like, that's weird, this is viral, and then I looked closer, I'm like, wait, is that Rada's account? Like... Because, yeah, anytime he, like, streams now, he'll just ignore if anyone mentions Morbius. He did a YouTube interview like a year or two ago, and the guy was like made the Morbin Time joke to Rada, and he was just like, yeah, I guess I made the tweet. Like he hates that joke so much now. He's kind of like that on his YouTube account as well. Whenever one of his jokes gets too popular with his community, he stops using it because he's like he like hates when people just repeat his own joke back to him ad nauseum, which like I get it, but I don't know, the amount of like shit's not given from this man, actual like personality goals. He now just tweets about Kamen Rider. He like barely tweets about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Shit's real funny. He's like, these won't go viral. Huh. Rada's cool. Yeah, love me some Rada. He's so good. Rada here. I remember when he made one of like, he became a meme in the Yu-Gi-Oh! General on yeah, like on 4chan, and like yeah, like the joke was that he made his presence known once by saying Rada here, and then like posting a picture of like his desk, right, with like a sticky note with like the date and stuff on it. And so it became like a joke just to say Rada here, like in threads. So in one of Rada's update videos, he started it by just saying Rada here. And like when that episode went live, everyone in the general was like, he acknowledged us! I love the tired way he said it. He clearly like dislikes that he became like a meme there, but you know, he did it to himself, right? Rada keeps doing that. It's so funny. I feel like that's why he doesn't make videos much anymore. What has he done recently? Give me a minute. You know, what was the last video he did? YouTube Rata YGO. What do we do? Oh, he's still using that fucking profile pic. Okay. Oh right, he did the Melodious was his last Yu-Gi-Oh video. Huh, interesting. Poor Melodious. That archetype fucking sucks. How do you be like a main character deck and you suck that much? At least the other like main girl decks like do things. You know, Cyber Angels has like... Is Benton still banned? Is Benton still limited? Is that still a thing? I don't know. And you know, you have the Rose Dragon deck, and you know that's playable. And you can do the Black Garden variant and make your opponent cry. Are there any other like? Oh yeah, you have Trickstars. Trickstars, like, you know, they still don't have their field spell back, do they? Huh. Feels bad. Feels bad. I mean, most anime decks aren't actually bad. Like, once you get to 5Ds, the decks are playable. Right? And then you get to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal, right? And the boss monsters are playable. You know, just because, like, mechanically, you don't even need the archetype to play those boss units. You know, because XZs were a mistake. I mean, I actually like XZ summoning. I think it's fun. And the Arc 5 decks were, like, fairly playable. Like, you could play Performapals. You could play Odd Eyes and be fine. Every single Bracelet Girl archetype has been meta except for Melodious. Because, like, Luna Lights had their time, Wind Witches had their time, Lyra Lusks had their time. You're now FTKing in Super Heavy Samurais, right? I remember reading that somewhere. So, like, they're doing all right. And even, like, Phantom Knights did great for years. Raid Raptors, although never being meta, was, like, always a competent deck. DDDs were meta in Japan, and we got it too late in America for it to matter. But, like, you know, DDDs were fully playable, like, in the OCG. And a lot of the archetypes in Vrains were playable, right? Like, you had, there were several formats in which Code Talkers were playable. Gokis were playable for a very long time. You know, Nightmare Goblin's still on ban list. You had, like, the previously mentioned Trickstars, right? Altergeists were playable for a very long time. Rockets were playable. Like, most of the... Like, it's weird. A lot of the anime decks were playable, actually. And then there's Tindangles off to the side. Who would have bought into Tindangle? Am I right? I like Tindangles. Hello, Imbro. Watching that character, like Akira, fade into the background in Vrains felt bad. Oh yeah, Salamangreats were also brains, right? Yeah, like that deck is still playable to this day. Like... Ah, nice, hello! Man, I built Salamangreats. Like, I had built, like, the tier 1 competitive version of the deck. And just, I played it at, like, one tournament and was bored to tears playing it. And then sold the deck to a friend. Like... I was like, nah! I am not playing a deck this boring to play. It's just like, circle... Search Gazelle, normal summon Spinny, link into, oh, what was the cat's name? Baylynx? Baylynx search field spell, reincarnate, Gazelle effect, like, Spinny effect, special summon, go into thing, reincarnate, search, roar, make Maguska, pass. Like, I was so bored. Oh. That format was probably the most fun, though. The Salamangreats, Thunder Dragon, Sky Striker format, like, bruh. That was probably, like, actually the most fun I've ever had playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so sad that that format was only for, like, 2 months. That format was so good. It was, like, just slow enough to where, like, you could play almost anything. And boy, was I playing almost anything. And by that, I mean I was still playing Phantasm Spiral. Like... Going in, people doing full Ulcus combo against me. Like... Start turn, normal summon Megalo Smasher X. Opponent just gets real confused. Oh, that shit was so much fun. I'm a little sad that that deck just straight up isn't playable anymore. Yeah, because in Toss format, Demise was still legal, right? Like Heart of Demise? There was like a format in Vrains where I was still playing like 3 copies of Card of Demise, and I can't remember if it was Toss or not. And that was amazing. Oh my god. It was so much fun. Just like do searches, they'll Ash Blossom negate everything, and I'm just like, cool, Card of Demise. I was always winning this game. The sheer amount of salt from people. Like Sky Strikers was straight up easy win, because they would be like, they would search all of their copies of Widow Anchor and then realize Widow Anchor doesn't work on normal monsters. Like, I had a guy, every time he played against me, he would try to target Megalo Smasher or my token with Widow Anchor, and I just had to like always remind him like, you have no target, you can't activate that. Like, oh, it was so much fun. Also, earlier you talked about the Trickstar Field spell. That's completely unlimited? Oh yeah, in Master Duel, right? I hate playing Master Duel. I've never had fun playing on Master Duel. And maybe it's because, like, I'm staring at a screen. Like, it's something that gets to me when I start playing, like, a digital card game. And it's like, man, I kind of, like, when you take out the human element of a trading card game, like, it falls really flat to me. Oh, is it unlimited in the TCG? Am I gonna re-pick up Trickstars? No. No, I will not. Man, I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh deck recently and I still haven't even played it. Like, I just kind of bought it because, like, you know, you can never really leave, right? But, like, I'm not free on the days that, like, the card shop I go to does tournaments for the Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, I bought ninjas. Like, I bought all the new support for ninjas because I'm like, oh, I think, oh, what's that card called? Do I have the deck near me? Probably in this, like, gigantic pile of cards next to me. Here, oh, here it is. Ah! Oh, what's this card's name? Geo, the Gravity Ninja? I don't know, kind of think he's kind of hot. But I also really like his card effect, so. Because let me tell you, before Link Monsters came out, I never played a deck that didn't have 3 copies of Quaking Mirror Force. Because just no one would play around it. No one. Because, you know, it's one of those things where battle traps are bad, right? So no one's gonna play around a battle trap. And I just always loved Quaking. Ended up switching to Storming Mirror Force when, you know, Links happened. But it wasn't the same. Like, just bouncing everything, it isn't nearly as fun as, like, you will lose your entire board, but you also won't get access to it again. And since, Geo, like, essentially Quaking's the opponent's field, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this card, it's fun. I also, like, had part of the Ninja engine anyway, because I would play it in... Oh, what deck was it? I would play it in Simorgh, actually. I would play a Hanzo engine. I would just play like 3 copies of Hanzo and 3 transformation art, and go into like Apex Avian and shit. Or any of the birds that I didn't, like any of the tribute birds that I didn't have from hand. Just like special summon from deck, fuck it. I was always so sad that the Simorgh deck didn't really, like, get the support it needed, and then their Link Monster got banned, so now they'll never be playable. But, eh. Like, I get it. I really only liked the deck because bird! But there are so few bird archetypes. Like, yeah, I own Floowandereeze, right? Right. And no one was surprised that I played Floowandereeze. Like, but it's not like I was playing it because it was good, right? I was playing it because, like, look at these cute little birds. I love those little guys. I love Empen. He's so cute, and like of the small birds, I really like Eglin. Like, just look at this guy. Oh, look at him go. Look at this guy just searching Ryza for no reason. Is all good. Let's see here. What am I doing? Think. Oh, we don't want that. We want... I just want this finger like a little bit shorter. Yeah. There we go. I've ever been it as the home screen of your phone. Oh, good, good. I kind of always hated that that deck, like, died if you didn't open Robina. It's kind of one of those things that always makes me, like, not like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just like, did you not open your one starter? Well, or did your starter get negated? Well, I guess you should have opened Call by the Grave. I don't know, I never feel like I'm having, like, a match with my opponent in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know? I always feel like I'm having, like, a dice game. I feel like that's why I play far more Digimon and Vanguard nowadays. And maybe I'll, like, I want to get into Battle Spirits just because I've loved Battle Spirits for years, and so having it in English, like, finally, after so many years, does, like, excite me. I just don't like what they did to the game, because we got a revised card pool, and none of the effects are, almost none of the effects are the same. Because I'm like, oh, I know, I know what Burst Draw is, and I'm like, wait, why is Burst Draw missing one of its activation conditionings in, like, the English version? Or, oh, why does this card not specify its archetype anymore? Oh, does that mean we're not getting the archetype? We're just getting the one card? Like, I don't really like any of that. Like, the fact that cards that used to specify Braves no longer specify, like, any interaction with the Brave ability, or, like, Brave card type, makes me wonder, like, are we not getting the Brave mechanic in English? Like, which is, like, would be a shame, because the Brave mechanic is pretty unique to Battle Spirits, and kind of, like, makes it what it is. Like, I've looked into the format a little bit for Battle Spirit Saga, and it kind of just plays like Magic when that's not how Battle Spirits is supposed to play. So I'm hoping this is just like, oh, they made the first set this way just to kind of get Americans interested in the game. I hope they fix that kind of stuff. Also, the color that I like the most in Battle Spirits, they just didn't include in set 1. We do know we're getting it at some point, but they didn't include all the colors at the start of the game, and I think that was also a mistake. Like, I almost wish we just, because in Japan, they started a new block about a year ago called Contract Block, and I kind of wish they just started us in English with that, and then just gave us a side set that included, like, staple cards. So it's like, because, like, Battle Spirits is one of those card games in Japan where they don't have a hard rotation, but it might as well rotate, because, like, you have to play, like, the new set kind of stuff, which is fine. I don't mind that. But it does mean that, like, you could have just had us start with the contract archetypes and just given us, like, some of the old staple cards and slowly give us back, like, legacy stuff as like it continues. Because it now makes me wonder, like, are we even going to get half the things that are special to Battle Spirits? Like, we don't have Mirages or Ultimates. We're missing half the keywords. We don't have Advent. We're still missing Grand Walkers, which are, like, what's it called? They're Planeswalkers, but for Battle Spirits. Like, they didn't introduce that mechanic for us. So I'm hoping we get those in the next year, or else, like, Battle Spirits is gonna be pretty boring in English, like, where we just don't have everything. Though it does make me think we will never get those mechanics, because, like, we got what's it called? The X-Rare for set 1 for us, for white, which is the mecha support card. Its Japanese variant specifies like Grandwalker Nexuses because it was support for that color. And for us, he just has like a completely original effect. And I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, oh well. Like, is My Precious Lord Dragon never gonna be put into English? Because like that's the deck that I like in Battle Spirits. Like, that'll be a little sad. That and we're not getting any cards with the anime artwork, like, which saddens me because I got into Battle Spirits because of the anime. Because over time they started giving us cards that were like just the character from the anime as like Grandwalker Nexuses for those decks. Because it's like, oh, like one of the best cards for Lord Dragon was Hajime, like the character that used Lord Dragon in the anime. So it's like, well, are we just not gonna get that if we get the archetype at all? No, that's weird. I definitely don't like the way that they went about bringing the game over here. But I'll probably pick it up anyway, just because of how much I like Battle Spirits. Is what it is. With eyes like sword? Oh, you're talking about Battle Spirit Sword Eyes. Yeah, yeah. That was the weird installment of the anime about, like, religion and, like, how... It was weird. I really liked it, but it was, like, a commentary on, like, perceived morality and, religion. It was weird. Yeah, the kids rode around on hoverboards and turned their swords into trading cards. Like, shit was actually like really fun. It's not my favorite installment of Battle Spirits, because my favorite installment is the exact same installment that everyone says is the best. Or that is their favorite. It's like, oh, what Battle Spirits installment do you like? Brave? Ah. It's the answer everyone gives. It's because it's the correct answer. But it is the boring answer. Sounds like a fever dream. I don't know. I think like Battle Spirits Brave goes a bit more ham in terms of the wait, am I still watching a kids show? Because that one's like a war drama that's like fueled by race politics. It has that iconic scene where one of the main characters has to watch their family get gunned down like in a public execution. Shit was wild. But hey, it made it memorable. Like, no one ever forgets about Battle Spirits Brave who watched it, because it's like, damn, let's go! Sell these kids to slavery. That installment was, like, really neat. But it's also, like, part of the reason why I'm, like, surprised they didn't include Brave as a mechanic in the English version, because it's, like, there's an anime installment that, like, is called Brave. It's the most iconic installment of that franchise. Like, it introduced the Brave mechanic. That and, like, the ending of Battle Spirits Brave is, like, goated forever. People still talk about it when they talk about, like, card game anime, because they're like, yo, the ending to Brave. Definitely, like, oh. I remember the first time I watched Battle Spirits Brave, and like when the scene happens, I just went like, oh, they're running this out. They're definitely running this back before the credits roll, right? Right? Look at timestamp. There's 2 minutes left in the episode. There's still time. We can run this back. Credit starts rolling. No, we can still have an after credit scene that runs this back. And I'm like, Jesus, no wonder this became a cult classic in Japan. It like unironically makes me want to pick up like some of the cards for Dan. It's just because it's like, oh, but like he's like the coolest main character ever in a card game anime. He's so cool. I'm going to bed. Alright, see ya, Q. It's kind of sad that like Battle Spirits lost the child audience in Japan, because now they can't justify making an anime anymore. We get like 2-minute shorts every now and again that to sell a booster set, and that's about it. And I'm like, please. Please. I miss this franchise. Even when the franchise got bad, it was at least like fun about it. Like, because there was definitely a point in Battle Spirits where they're like, we're losing the child audience. Quick, turn the franchise into a comedy. Which like backfired horribly, but because like fans wanted their like weird pseudo-political drama with card games, right? Because that's what kind of made Battle Spirits like kind of unique in the card game anime space. It's just like you're watching Gundam, but with card games instead of robot fights. You know, that's probably, thinking about it that way, that's probably the reason why they put Gundam in Battle Spirits after a while. Because that's the reason why Gundam doesn't have a card game, is they actually have Gundam sets for Battle Spirits. I kind of hope we get those in English, just because it's like, what if I want to play the RX 79? Actually, they recently got Ava, like, as a card set in Japan, and that deck is apparently, like, weirdly meta. And I'm like, wait, the card art looks so good! Like, the alt arts for, like, the Ava cards just look amazing. Would pay out the ass for no reason. That deck uses the Brave mechanic, because of course it does. It's Battle Spirits. Every deck uses the Brave mechanic. So please, Bandai of English, like Bandai of America, please understand. You're gonna kill it in English if you don't introduce the Brave mechanic. It's too important. It's too iconic. I realize that the Brave mechanic is just equip. Like, you just equip cards to your units, but like, oh, the theming. Like, the connection to Brave, like, the anime, is so good. Because that means we won't get the deck that Dan used in Battle Spirits Brave, because focuses on the Brave mechanic. Like, I love Archer Girl movie. No. No. Oh yeah, I found this out recently because I was like looking through the Japanese starter decks for Battle Spirits for the Japanese side. And when they brought back, like they had made a sequel to Battle Spirits Brave like a decade after the fact, which like sounds awful, but and ended up being one of the greatest television series I watched that decade. So, you know, it is what it is. And like they're like, here we'll have a new starter deck themed around Dan and like the cards that he'll be using in the new anime, and they called the deck his deck. Like, you know how like a starter deck will always have like a name to it, like Dragon Onslaught blah 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 or whatever. Like the Dan, like the revised Dan starter deck was just called his deck. Because they know it will sell based on the fact that it's Dan's deck. Because people love that character. And like, same. I'll never see another protagonist as cool as Dan ever again in fiction, and that's okay. That's okay. That's just something that we're just gonna have to live with. Please dub the anime for no other reason than like so you can start printing merchandise in English. They have all this like card merchandise with like Dan and stuff on it in Japan, and I'm like, I'm not paying $80 to import this, but God, do I want it. What? Yeah. Yeah. It kind of is too bad because that show was never dubbed. It means that like, despite how popular it was in Japan and how like renowned it is, like you will never find someone in the wild that has watched that show. Yeah. Instead, I have to listen to people talk about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as if as if that anime is good. Yeah. Cause it's the same writer, weirdly enough. Like the guy who did Battle Spirits Brave was the original head writer of 5Ds, and then he left 5Ds to do Battle Spirits Brave. And like, as soon as he leaves 5Ds, it just nosedives in quality. Like, the new writer that comes on like didn't know what to do with any of the characters. He didn't know what to do with like the central conflict of the show anymore, and it's like, oh well, jump ship to Battle Spirits where the writer went. When your bestie disappears into a strange purple it's fine. It's fine. You don't like 5Ds? I like the first 30 or so episodes of 5Ds quite a lot, which was by that writer. But hello, Slicks. Because before I got into Battle Spirits, I was always like, oh, it's a shame that like 5Ds just like goes off the deep end in terms of its own quality, right? And then when I got into Battle Spirits and looked up the staff, I was like, and this explains why Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, like, plummeted in quality. And boy, did he just take a lot of the ideas that he had for 5Ds and just made a new card game anime with it. And it's like, well, no point in watching 5Ds ever again. We have the Battle Spirits Brave duology, or we would... It's now a trilogy, but back then it was a duology. Because it's like you had Shonen Geki no Dan, I think is like Battle Spirits Dan. We'll just call it that. And then its sequel, Battle Spirits Brave. Real good shows. Well, I feel like Battle Spirits Dan would bore a lot of people just because, like, the first 28 episodes is, like, mostly episodic and, like, nothing really happens. The episodes are good, but I can see a lot of people getting bored by it. It's not until, like, the villain shows up and then, like, murders the main character, but not really. But boy, does it just look that way. He just comes in, beats the shit out of this child, and it's just like, I am the world order here. And boy, does, like, the main characters not know enough about politics to argue with the villain. Which is, like, a fun conflict for that portion of the show. You're evil, you've done X. Villain. Did I, though? These kids actually can't keep up in conversation because they're kids. You brought slavery and genocide to this world, villain. No, I brought in agriculture and farming and language to this world. The inhabitants of this world created slavery on their own. I didn't do anything. I just didn't stop them. What a fun show. It's like, yeah, let's just take these traumatized children, turn them into soldiers, and let them loose. Have this old man just beat the shit out of them. I mean, part of that's like the reason why I like that show so much. Just kind of fun and wild. Though they always had some of the weirdest, like, concepts. Well, not weirdest, but, like, weird concepts for a children's card game show. Like, for Battle Spirits, you had what was the installment called? Burning Soul? In which they were, like, it took place in modern day, but all the characters were, like, meant to be, like, semi-allegories for, like, generals during the warring period of Japan. And everyone had archetypes based on, like, what is it, the Sengoku era? And they would, like, battle for control of territories and, like, to battle for, like, prefectures in Japan. And it's like, if you won, you got to control this prefecture, or at least the card game parts of the prefecture. So you had control over, like, the stores and, like, the play locations. and you legally controlled that zone now. It was weird. But it was neat. And they all played on like these weird hovercrafts that looked very dangerous to play on. So inevitably one malfunctions and crashes and hospitalizes a person. You know, because it's Japan, and they love their children's shows to be just Trauma City. Like, have you ever watched Ultraman? That shit's cracked. And some of the earlier Precure shows go hard for no reason. But that's why we love them. You know, you go back to like Heartcatch Precure and you're like, oh man, I love throwing like the reality of death upon this like middle school aged girl. Let's go. Even a miracle won't bring back your best friend. They're dead forever. Suck it up. I love that they fought for like 30 episodes to create a miracle. Gave it to Yuri. Yuri uses the miracle to bring back her best friend, and the miracle was like, no, I can't do that. You have to live with the fact that this friend is gone. You can use the miracle on like nearly anything else, but you can't bring someone back to life. Oh, what a good episode. They got Urokoshi to come out of the woodwork to animate one of the fight scenes in it. It was lit. Like the parts of the fight between Cure Moonlight and Dark Precure were animated by him. Oh, so good. I kind of wish that he animates like he used to, but like those days are long behind him. Like he does not animate like that anymore. A little bit of a shame, but I also get it. That was like that was more than a decade ago. And hey, that's more reason to shit on My Hero Academia for ruining his art style forever. Cause oh my god, the uproar when the was it the 2020 film? The Doremi anniversary film that came out, because Urokoshi did the character designs for that film, and people were upset at the character designs. Like, they're good. Like, the character designs are good, but it is like it didn't feel like aged up versions of the Doremi cast. It just felt like the cast of Doremi through a Hero Academia filter. So, like, I understand. I wonder if he's gonna be on the new Precure movie. I mean, like, even with his change in, like, art style, I do like his, like, production work. The downside is I have no history with the team that the new Precure film is about. Because it's about Yes Precure, and I did not watch that installment. It's like an anniversary. Well, it's not an anniversary movie because it's. Or is it an anniversary film? No. 2000s. Because Yes was 2006 and 2007, right? Yeah, I don't know, but for some reason they're getting a new movie. And they're aging up the characters. It's like the cast as adults, which, like, cool. I'm sure that, like, that film is going to try to be cry porn. Like, definitely. Let's see here. Yeah. Like, messed up this arm. So we have to kind of fix him a bit. We'll try to fix it. I'm not used to drawing the Oswin, you know. But I'm also just not very good at inking, so, you know, there's that as well. Yeah. One day we'll get there. Or not, but you know. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We won't worry about it. It's fine. Actually, how is this looking? He's looking all right. I can at least tell that it's supposed to be Oswin, right? Which is the goal. Also, Cirrus, I do not understand this comment. I would make a good DM? No? I feel like I would make an awful DM, just because I would not care about, like, the enjoyment of the players. Like... But I guess that might be what you mean by, like, terrifying. I don't know. It's probably fine. We'll just do that. We'll just do the one line. Yeah. That took a little longer than I thought to do the initial shit. Yeah, it takes me a while to do this, doesn't it? I really only do one drawing per stream now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I know. Probably not the most enjoyable thing. I guess I wouldn't say that, like, my quality's gone up. More just that I'm more finishing drawings. Because I definitely feel like my skill has not improved in a long time. I kind of plateaued at the end of college and then never really got better. Probably only got worse. tend to result in people doing about half a picture. What? Odd, but okay. I mean, I guess some people would consider this half a picture, right? Like, I don't color. Well, I prefer, like, this stuff, Cirrus. I've always preferred, like, doing drawings like this. I just know that, like, it's not for everyone, and some people prefer, like, the more drawings for me to do in a stream than, like... Yeah. Like, I get it. Like, a quantity is, like, fun, because you get to see more. But that's fine. Because I know that I don't really do the quick sketch requests anymore. Which I know are, like, entertaining for folks. And gotta change the size of the ink. But I feel like if I were to color at this point, I'd have to completely retool how I ink. Because I'd have to be using color choices that work with the ink color. And then I really couldn't do the... Like, I wouldn't be able to do, like, the ink shading thing that I do. Because that would probably not contrast well with color. I would definitely have to change the ink color. Because I'm using a blue currently. And blue doesn't work with everything. Because that would always frustrate me back in college, like trying to figure out how to like ink with color and then color the drawings. It worked fine like with traditional, because I could just use like an ink pen and then just used pencils and shit for color, for contrast and whatever. But it all works so differently in digital. And like the majority of my art classes were all like traditional art, so never learned too much about working with digital, at least on a formal level. Hmm. Oh, that curve's gonna be annoying. We'll save that for later. Eto. Good enough. Hmm. There we go. Oh, whoops. Didn't go far enough. There we go. Yeah. We'll go this way. That. Hmm. I guess I can make that line a little thicker for no reason. Line variation. People like that shit. Yeah, we'll just... Hmm. Yeah. Oh, cool. We're almost done with the outline now. Yeah, I can't get away with that. Hmm. Okay, we will do this real quick. And... There we go. And then we'll just fix this up. Not the best way about going about fixing that, but hey, I'm not a professional. I actually do want the shoulder to... This is not the brush I wanted. There we go. Okay. That's fine. That's a little frumpy, but, you know. What do you take me for, an artist? It's just insulting your facts. Take you for a nerd and shove you in a locker. Very fair. Is that... It's pretty much everything. We'll just thicken that up a little bit. There we go. Now we'll... Yeah. How do we want? We will do that. Oh. We'll... Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine. But I did not want the eraser, please. There we go. There we go. You know, try to make him look a little bit more aged. Maybe make the height stand out a little bit as well. You know how it is. Okay. We will do that. I think that'll look fun. Go. Let's see. There we go. I think that's where I want this. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we can do it like that. How are we gonna do the rest of the beard though? Oh yeah, the issue I have where I cannot figure out hands or how to ink them. Oh well. How are we? Huh. Need to figure this out. Let me pull up Osmond's portrait. So if I put a line, let's say, there. Would that... Maybe it's better just not put a line there for the crease. Or we can work with the line that we have. Let's do this here. Maybe that will work for our purposes, our purposes. Not exactly what I wanted, but I also don't know how to fix that, so. Kind of want this further down. Yeah. We'll see what this does. I just kind of want it more pronounced. Yeah. Okay. How do we? Maybe that'll work. I might line the hand a bit more. Let's see what it looks like if I do that. I feel like it's crossing over too much stuff to stand out. So we will do this, see what happens. Does that help? Maybe we don't fit down here. Just that outer line up there. Let's do this. See where this takes us. Okay, so we'll zoom in. Try to not make a mess of absolutely everything. No. There we go. No, I kind of hate that. Maybe we'll just do it like that. Okay. Oh, under the sleeve. We have not done that yet, have we? It's going to be awkward. under the beard. There we go. Whoa. This side wouldn't actually need too much. Because he's turned a little bit. I do want to double up this line. Make these features a little more pronounced. He is a bard, so gotta do something to draw the eye to the Tuskas, right? What do you all think? Does the inking look too busy? Is this a mistake? Do that, make the ear pop out more. Maybe that looks too... this point, you wouldn't be able to see this. Those lines are too close, so might as well. Okay, it's a little better. It just doesn't look right if it just ends at a normal point. That is why it is acting up. Okay. Just not the right brush. Shit happens. Okay. I think this might just have to be where we leave Oswin off, just because I can't. Maybe that we can fix. What does that need? It's fine. Maybe that doesn't need fixing. Not very confident in this. Yeah. I think that's where. Make the PNG. Okay. And who's left in the cast? We got Benson, Dom, and Memphis left. Usually not ink the fingers. I mean, there are a couple places that like I want to, but I think like might look a little awkward because I don't want it to like distract too much with the fingers. So like I'd probably like put it just like that, then maybe like that. But even then, that looks too bulky. So I'd maybe to help the audience a bit. Do this to bulk up this line, just so that it kind of like funnels you back up to the face with how bold the lines are. But the problem is that I did a really heavy undershading here, so maybe... Where did I put this? So that's less distracting down there. So that it tries to funnel the look upward. What's disturbing you? There's just a lot of inconsistencies and a little small things. There's also the fact that like the general shape is very boring. Because I'm not fairly confident in like posing Oswin in any awkward way. There's a lot of like little proportional inconsistencies as well. But that's like most of my drawings. Well, yeah, you always kind of want, like, certain lines leading back to the face to kind of... You know, that is the focal point when drawing a character, right? You want things to, like, funnel back to there. But yeah... I think that... Yeah. Can't do much else, at least at my skill level. At least here in this moment. I guess I could, like, wait till tomorrow. See if there aren't things that I would change. But I don't do that. I just look at the drawing on Twitter, like, the day after and go, oh, well. Oh, well. But there, we almost have the full cast. It's like just... Yeah, it's Benson, Dom, Memphis, maybe Florencia if we want to go that far. And then that'll be everyone. But I will sign off for the night. I'm gonna go cook some dinner. I'll probably make some pasta. That sounds fun. So I hope you've enjoyed, everyone, and I'll see you guys around.